Welcome to this 30-minute Pilates class focusing on our legs. So it's going to be really good for strengthening up your knees, your ankles and your hips, and obviously all the muscles in your legs, and we'll have a good stretch down after. So when you're ready, just grab the mats and let's get going. We're going to start on all fours today. So wrists in line with the shoulders, knees in line with the hips, just relax toes down. And then all we're going to do is just sink back into the heels. Stretch the arms forward, just have a nice little rest. Come forward and lean on to the wrists and then sink straight back down. Lift up and come forward and sink back down. Good. And forwards and rest. And now we're coming into our downward dog. So curl the toes under, push up, sink back and just lift up, one heel at a time, eyes looking down towards your mat. Good, we're going to go 4, 3, 2, and 1, and then bring the knees back down and stretch forward once again. Good, and then from here, we're going to just bring the feet up and we're going to come to lay onto our side. So put your right elbow onto the floor and the right hand onto the floor and bend the knees. So with the left hand, just place it underneath that right rib cage and bring the feet together. And relax the head and the hands, don't push the head down. Bring the feet up and then just lower down. So try and keep your pelvis really still. You'll feel your core engaging as you bring your feet up. That's completely normal. Good. Squeeze down and come up. Squeeze and down. Squeeze and down. Good. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Just lift up. And lower. Good. Give yourself a little rest for a second. And then what we're going to do is keep the same position. Just make sure that you haven't tipped forward in the spine. The hand is nice and relaxed. And then bring both feet up and then squeeze that top knee up and lower down. So squeeze it up and lower. Squeeze it up and lower. Squeeze and lower. Squeeze and down. Got the option here to place the hand onto the hip, keep it in front or lift that arm up high, it's up to you. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Just hold it here, keep squeezing, I know it's starting to burn. 3, 2, 1. Bring the hand down and just shake off the legs a little bit. Extend the legs out nice and long, bring the feet forward. And then just keep that spine long. Again, relax your wrist. From here, so your hips down to your feet are now in a slight diagonal. And all we're going to do is just lift that foot up, push into the heel, point the toe and lower down. And again, we squeeze, point, push, point and lower. And again, lift, point, push, point, and down. And lift, push, point, and down. Push, point, and down. Good. Lift, push, point, and down. 4 more. Lift, push, point, and down. Lift, push, point, and down. Lift, push, and down, and last one, point, push, and just hold it here, 4, 3, 2, and 1, lower down, bring that knee in front, and massage out. Well done everybody. Quite intense and your hips really do start to feel the burn, but it's very good for stabilising your hips, working in your core and hip strength as well, so try and keep up. Extend the feet out long once again. And now what we're going to do is lift that foot and then squeeze it behind. Now when we squeeze it behind, we don't want to tip forward here. So keep the side of the rib down on the floor. So we're only pushing it back as far as we can go. And again, we lift it up. We squeeze back, we squeeze forward, and we lower. Good, and lift. Squeeze it back, squeeze it forward, and lower. And again, lift, squeeze it back, squeeze it forward, and down. And lift, squeeze it back, squeeze it forward, and down. 3 more. Lift, squeeze it back, squeeze it forward, and lower, and lift up, back, forward, and lower. And last one, push through the bend, squeeze back, squeeze forward. Well done. Bring the knee in front, massage out into that hip. And lift back up, and come round over to the other side. Just give that leg a rest, although you will feel it in that leg a little bit. So bring the hand down, have the knees together. So just make sure that you are setting yourself up correctly here. So push the left elbow into the floor with the right hand, just tuck that rib cage under so we're not collapsing forwards. Feet are bent, hands in front of the thighs, and then just squeeze both heels up and lower it down. So squeeze both legs up and lower, squeeze up and lower, squeeze and lower, squeeze and lower, squeeze and lower, squeeze and lower. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And relax that foot down. Fabulous. Let's go again. So this time we're lifting the feet up and lifting into that top hip, and then squeeze it back down. Squeezing it up, lowering down. Squeezing it up and lower. Squeeze and down. Lift and down. 4. Remember, you can put your hand here or up. Good. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Just hold it up. 3, 2, 1. Release. Well done. Just massage. Give yourself a little breather. And extend away. Fabulous. So just bring feet in front. Just tuck that ribcage under once again. And all we're going to do is lift that top leg up. So we point, push, and lower down. So lift it up, point, push, and lower. Point, push, and lower. Lift, push, and lower. You might be feeling the burn already like me, but keep going. Push, point, and lower. Push, point, and lower. Push, point, and lower. 3 more. Push, point. Push, point, and lower. 1 more. Push, point, and lower. Well done. Bring knees in again. Just massage around. And now for our last one on our hips, on our side. So extend, relax that bottom foot, lift it up, squeeze that foot back as far as you can, bring it forward and lower it down. And again, lift, squeeze it back, bring it forward and lower, and lift, squeeze, forward and lower, lift, squeeze, forward and lower, lift, squeeze, keep that upper body nice and still, lower, 3 more, forward, lower, Well done. Come lay onto your back, soles of the feet together, knees out wide. Just be grateful for that stretch. And bring the knees in, hug the knees in, rock from side to side. And then pop the right foot down, hug the left knee in, just stretch out. Place the right hand onto the floor, left hand on the inside of the left knee and push it out to the side. Bring it back in, hug it back in, left foot down, extend it away, left hand down, right hand, push it out to the side. And bring it back in. And again, now just put the big toes together, hand on the inside of the knees and push out. Just stretch. And bring it back in. Fabulous. Pop both feet down onto the floor, hands onto the floor. So we want our feet hip width apart here and the pelvis in neutral to start. So unpinch the shoulder blades, hands down on the floor. Take a deep breath in, tuck the pelvis and lift all the way up. So really squeeze into the glutes, keep the knees still. And then really gently lower all the way down. And again, tuck it under, lift it up, squeeze up, gently roll all the way down. 4 more, tuck under, lift. Down. Good. Squeeze and lift up. And lower. And lift. And lower. And one more, lift up. Now if you want to, place the hands underneath the lower back, squeeze the shoulder blades and you'll lift up a little bit higher. Hold it for 3, 2, 1. Release the hands. Extend the feet out long. Nod the chin and roll all the way up. Tuck the sitting bones under, hands onto the top of the thighs. Drop the shoulders, breathe in, push through the heels. Nod the chin. Just stretch the hands forward so we're stretching out the backs of our legs. Release the hands, come all the way back up and let's go again. Breathe in, bring that nod, roll all the way down here, just nod down. Release the hands and come all the way up. We're now coming onto all fours, so wrists along the shoulders, knees along the hips. And all we're doing from here is we're going to slide that leg back and slide it back in and slide it back out. We want to try and keep our hips really still here. If you get cramped, just push through the toes. But you will feel it in the right side of your tummy, in your core and obliques, because that's completely normal. We're working our core, we want to work our legs. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Bring the knee in. Let's go to the other side. Extend it out. Bring it in. Extend it out and in. Extend. Extend. Good. Extend. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Well done. Just lean back, stretch out the hands. And then from here, what we're going to do is we're just simply going to lift up that back leg. So hands are here, we lift up and squeeze, bend the knee, and then drop the knee back down, and then squeeze it back up. So look down in front of your mat in the middle of the hands. Squeeze it up, really squeeze into that glute. Lift it, and lower. Lift it, and lower, lift and down, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Knees back down. Here we go, other side. Lift it up and lower, lift and down, lift and down, lift and down. Squeeze. 4, 3, 2, last one. Good. Squeeze back down, stretch the hands forward. Travel the hands, lift all the way back up. Now we're coming into standing. So just curl the toes under, round through the spine. From here, we're going to breathe in, breathe out, just push the heels down into the floor, allow the head to fall down. Just stretching up and waking up the backs of the legs, bend down once again. If this is too much, you can just come and stand up slowly. Breathe out, push down. And lower. Good, and again. And lower. And push down. Bend the knees, and roll all the way up. Good. Okay, everybody, you can't see them anymore, but that doesn't matter. I want you just to concentrate on my legs. So, we're going to have the feet wide. First things first, we're just going to put the hands on the hips. We're going to bend forwards, put the hands down, and just stretch out here. So put all the weight into the heels, so the toes come off the floor slightly. And then roll onto the toes so you feel more of a stretch. Push back into the heels. More onto the toes. Into the heels, bend the knees and gently roll up. Okay, we're going to do some wide squats now. Perfect for targeting the glutes and the backs of the legs. So, toes out to the side, spine nice and long, hands on top of the hips. We're going to bend the knees, so we're going to sink down and push into the heels as we lift up. And again, push it down and squeezing up. And push down and squeeze. We're going to do 5, 4, keep that spine long, 3, 2, and 1. Just hold it here, and 3, 2, 1, and lift it back up. Well done. Walk the feet back in together. We're going to come and do some normal squats. So from the side, my pelvis is in neutral, my feet are hip width apart, hands just down by the side, breathe in, breathe out, bend the knees, and squeeze back up. And bend the knees, and squeeze. Bend the knees, and lift. Bend the knees, and lift. Bend and lift up, bend down and lift up. Going to do 3, 2, and 1. Wonderful. Give your legs a little stretch out. I know it's quite intense. We'll just do another quick stretch. Your feet are wide again. Hands onto the hips. Allow the chest to come down, hands to come down, just hold it here. This is really good for stretching out the backs of your legs. And then bend the knees, gently roll all the way up. From here, we're going to face the left side of the mat. So pop the toes onto the floor and the left foot on the floor. We're going to come into a lunge here. If you need to, please hold on to the wall, or you can hold on to a chair. If you want to keep your spine long, we're going to put the hands onto the hips. You need to make sure you're up on the right toes, and the left foot is down. We never want the knee over the ankle. The knee needs to be in line with the ankle. So in order to do that, we need to bend both knees and squeeze and push up. Now hold on to the wall if you need to. This does really affect your balance. So don't worry if you've never done a lunge before and you feel a bit wobbly, that's completely normal. We're going to come down and lift, so really good for strengthening up the knee joint. Come down and lift up. We've got 2 more. Down and lift. Down and lift. Well done. Heels down, toes out, hands onto the hips. Lean it forward, hands come down, stretch it out. Then the knees just gently roll up and then come to face the other side of the mat, so to the right. So, as you can see, my left foot is far back, my right foot's grounded down into the mat, my spine is long and both hips are facing forwards. We breathe in and breathe out, then down and squeeze. Then down and lift. Bend and lift. So don't forget, hold on to something if you need to. And down. Bend and lift up. Bend. We've only got 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Lift up. Bring your feet together. Well done. Fantastic work. But your legs will definitely be feeling it now. We're coming up onto the floor. My pelvis is still neutral, my feet are hip width apart. We're going to lift up and come onto the toes. So keep looking forward. Again, you can hold on to something if you need to. And lower. Lift it up and lower it down. Lift it up and squeeze. Lift and squeeze. We've got 4, 3, 2, and 1. Fabulous. Feet hip width apart once again. Now we're going to come up again to another balance. So we're going to hold on, left foot's on the floor, the right leg is squeezing out and bringing it back in. You're squeezing out and coming back in. Squeeze and in. Good, squeeze and in. Squeeze and in. Good, well done. Going to do 3, 2, and 1. Wonderful. Reset the feet, keep the spine long, and again squeeze out and come in. Squeeze. So try not to tip over to the other side. Keep it nice and strong. You really want to feel this in the glutes. Good. We've got 3, 2, and 1. Well done, everybody. Great job. Stretch out your legs. Wiggle the legs out a little bit if you need to. Now we're coming down to stretch. So feet are hip width apart on the mat. We're going to nod the chin and round through the spine. And hands are onto the floor. We're coming onto the knees once more. Just stretch back, sink forwards. And onto the hands and knees. And from here, just stretch out that left leg, curl the toes under, just feel the stretch. Put it down, other side, stretch out. Good, now from here with that left knee, put it in between the hands and the right leg goes out long. Walk the hands up. You should feel a really nice deep stretch in that right thigh. Want to, you can bend that knee. So place the left hand on the inside of the right leg. Just push it back if you need to. Relax it down. Knees together. Bring the right knee in. Extend that left foot. Lift up. Hold it here. Put the right hand on the inside. Bend that left knee. Squeeze it in. Well done. Bring the knees back together and then just come to sit down with the feet as wide as you can. So you want to make sure that you're sat on your sitting bones here, pushing through the heels, dropping the shoulders down. You're going to place the hands on the inside, breathe in, nod the chin, walk the hands forward, keep pushing through the heels. Now you can keep the hands here or place the hands onto the toes, it's completely up to you. Just look down towards the floor, really feel the stretch. Bring the knees, feet back in, sitting up tall, breathe in, breathe out, nod, hands come down and stretch. For 3, 2, 1, roll the hands, come all the way back up, come to sit on your sitting bone, left hand down, right arm lift, and reach over. We worked into our obliques and our core as well today, so we need to make sure we stretch everything out. Lift up, right hand down, breathe in, breathe out, lift over. And lift, left hand behind, right hand on left knee, turn over that left shoulder, into the middle, right hand behind, left hand on right knee, look over, and look forward, arms come all the way up, drop the shoulders, breathe out loud, inhale, keep the knee, and come down. Well done everybody, give yourselves a big round of applause. I know that was really intense on the hips, so well done for sticking it out with me, and I'll see you soon for more Pilates. Stay safe, keep happy and smiling, and I'll see you